Hello and welcome to the Kia World Extreme Games in Shanghai, China. Coming up, Skateboard MiniMega. This is Kia Moments.
Travis Rivera is the first skater to go here on the Skateboard MiniMega qualifier. Here we go.
Travis is one of the youngest guys out here. This is his first MiniMega contest ever. 360 over the gap and a solid backside air. Good start for young Travis Rivera.
And the key thing is right off the bat, Neil, to land your run. I know that wasn't the most difficult run, but still, it was a smooth run. He'll get his score and it'll be pretty decent. He can lead on.
Exactly. Here we see Travis, little sketchy on the landing, and these guys are going really, really fast when they land that 30-foot gap.
Alana Smith getting ready to go. A little while ago, I saw her eating lunch in a little restaurant here in the Yangpu district. She looked relaxed, and she looks relaxed right now.
She is such an amazing skateboarder. She's one of the best all-around females. Here she is on the MiniMega skating against the best in the world. Straight air over the gap. What she got on the quarter? Huge backside air on the quarter pipe.
A straight air right into a backside air, Neil.
Saw she was able to handle the speed off that landing a little bit better than Travis did on that first run. This guy's been really impressing me recently. He also is really good all-around skater. He's done really well in some street contests. He's competing against the big pros in the street event tomorrow, but he has some of the most tech tricks. Look at this, rolling in switch, backside 180. That's the school of Burnquist right there. Straight into a perfect McTwist 540. That is gonna be the best score we've seen from heat number 1.
What a way to drop in. You come in with a rolling switch and then of course a 540 McTwist.
Switch backside 180. This is so technical right there.
We go back to the top with Travis Rivera. His first run, he got a smooth run in. He did a 360 off the first jump and then a backside air.
We're gonna see Travis's older brother, Justin, later in this event. Justin is in heat number 2 coming up next. But both of these kids have been killing it recently in Southern California. This is their first overseas skateboarding trip. Their whole family took a little vacation to Shanghai, so we're all psyched that these guys made the trip this year.
Jagger Eaton's got a 69 as Travis drops in.
A little bit better landing that time. Didn't have the speed wobbles like run number 1. Looked like he was trying to go for a heel flip Indy on the quarter pipe, just getting away. There's only a couple of these events a year, so the guys aren't really able to practice and progress as much as they'd like on this thing. So these practice sessions have been really important for all the competitors the last couple days.
Alana Smith, young lady, getting ready to drop in on her second run. In her first run, she did a straight air into a backside air and got a 45.67. We talk about the speed wobbles, and that is basically exactly what they are. Your board wobbles because you crank up so much speed.
You really got to crank your trucks down really tight. Look at that. Backflip attempt for Alana Smith. That's the first time we've seen a competitor get upside down today.
Clay Criner currently has an 8.33. Remember, he rolled in backwards on that blind takeoff.
And I expected Clay to be one of the contenders for a final position. It looks like he's trying to roll in backwards again. Yep. Frontside half cap, watch how huge Clay goes here. Alley-oop 540, that was massive. That's one of the highest airs I've seen all week on the MiniMega quarter pipe. That was huge.
Great run by Clay Criner, stepping up the difficulty, the technicality, and he made it look so smooth.
Frontside half cap, watch him pump here. Alley-oop 540.
Here we go with Edgar, and I know that it's hard to look at style on this, you know, because you're looking at the tricks they pull, but when he does pull his tricks, he's got plenty of style.
Yeah, he does.
Edgar dropping in here, 3 stories high.
Oh, now the heel flip body varial, just getting away from him again. And now is when the nerves really start kicking in.
Jagger Eaton led all scorers after the first run. He has a 69. Clay Criner is in the lead with a 73. Jagger Eaton, do you think that you'll see 5 different tricks with him on the 5 runs?
Well, I'm not sure. And you know, to look at the scoreboard now, to see Clay 4 points ahead of Jagger, I think that's really the height of the 540 on that quarter pipe. Jagger's rolling in forwards this time. Backside 180 without the grab, and that is a switch mute air. He's really got a bag of switch tricks today. Pretty impressive from Jagger Eaton. Like you said, he's every time he rolls in, he tries something different.
We get set now for Heat 1, run number 3 with Travis Rivera, and Travis getting ready to go. And Neil briefly talked about the wind, but we're sitting, you and I are in the shade covered. It's windy.
Yeah, the wind did just pick up, and these guys really feel it, especially when it comes to flipping your board or doing some of the tricks like Jagger without grabbing your board to hold it onto your feet. The wind will affect these guys. So hopefully it doesn't pick up anymore and doesn't become an issue in the contest. Travis Rivera, 3rd run, heat number 1.
Nice 360 there.
There's the heel flip Indy, just getting away from him. Looked like he grabbed the wheel right there instead of the rail of the board.
You saw the flags just moments ago. We talked about the wind, so it is gusting, and we'll see if that plays a factor. But these are all professionals. They pretty much skate in any condition. They know what to do if it's windy.
Exactly. It's not try and flip your board. And you don't want the skateboard to act like a sail. Alana Smith, is she gonna go for the backflip again? There it is. Board just getting away from her.
So
you know, I saw Alana in practice this morning. She was coming really close to the backflip, and then there was one attempt where she really missed the takeoff, and she landed really hard on her back, and I think it spooked her a little bit. I think she might have some mental demons she's trying to overcome with that backflip attempt right now. Current leader, Clay's probably gonna try and step it up right now. We saw Clay go higher than anyone on the quarter pipe. That was a huge alley-oop 540 he pulled last run. Like you mentioned, Clay's originally from South Carolina. He's an East Coast kid from the US, spending the summers up at Camp Woodward so he can ride the MiniMega ramp up there every single day, working in the coffee shop.
That's awesome. Clay Criner,
Indy 720. That's the first 720 attempt we've seen over the gap today. That could be a huge trick, and if he lands that, he is gonna have so much speed head to the quarter pipe.
Jeez.
That was really close. He actually put that down. Looked like his body was still spinning. That's why he wasn't able to roll away.
Amazing for Clay Criner, still our current leader. You know, you mentioned Camp Woodward. I have to say that we want to welcome a legend in the sport of skateboarding and action sports, and that is Gary Ream. He came out from Camp Woodward and doing the travel tour, the world tour.
Yeah,
what an instrumental guy in the sport.
It was cool to see Gary play a part of the opening ceremonies. Edgar Pereira took out the heel flip body varial, decided to play it a little safe, but he still rolled the dice on the quarter pipe. Still not able to make the full run happen yet.
Jagger Eaton getting ready for his 3rd run. Right now, he is in the 2nd spot with a 69. And Jagger again, wild card as you talked about.
And that run that he tried last time, he did the backside 180 without grabbing to switch mute air. That was really cool, but I don't think that would bump Clay's score right now. I think Jagger might have to try something more difficult. Oh, backside 180, little bit of a sketchy landing right there, had to jump off. He's frustrated on that one. I saw him doing this trick every time in practice. Kind of landed there high up on the deck, and that impact was just a little bit too much to hold on to.
Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega.
cruising right through heat number 1, Travis Rivera. And right now, after 3 runs, you see the leaderboard, Criner with a 73 and Eaton with a 69.
Travis is another kid that's a really good all-around skater. This kid really kills the pools of Southern California. Really good pool skater. Doesn't have a ton of experience on the MiniMega yet.
When you look at this ramp, it is more daunting in person than it is up there on TV.
Lana Smith, we'll see if she's going for the backflip, see if she can hold on to the grab this time. Oh, she almost rolled away from the backflip. That would be huge.
She is rolling the dice, as you say also, because she has fallen on that 3 straight times. If she nails it, it's a difference maker. Clay Criner is our next skater to go. He fell on his last run on an Indy 720, but he is your current leader.
And that's one of the biggest tricks we've seen attempted all day. If Clay lands the Indy 720, this could be a huge score.
Here we go. Holy cow. He had, as you mentioned, he is like a jet when he hits that ramp.
He has so much speed. He already has been going higher than anyone else on the quarter pipe.
Edgar Pereira currently with a score of 30.67, had a couple tough runs here. He's a veteran. He's ready to go up there. Here we go as he rolls in, down 3 stories high.
Body varial 360. Can he hold on to the quarter pipe? Oh, the heel flip body varial gets away. He was trying a really difficult run right there. See the body varial right there. And then heel flip body varial 540. Just getting away from him, has to throw the board away.
The last run of this particular group in this heat until we go to run number 5, because they do get 5. So we'll come down to the 5th and final run for them. And we have 2 more heats to go. 10 different skaters still up there are going to be seen here at the Kia World Extreme Games.
Backside 180 without grabbing. Again, he kind of landed on the deck.
And here we go. Travis Rivera as run number 5 of 5 starts right now.
Mute 360, a little bit of a high landing for Travis as well. There's the heel flip Indy, and he made it. Took him 5 runs, but finally a solid full pull for Travis Rivera.
And there's that, nails the mute 360, and then the heel flip Indy grab, Neil.
I don't think that's gonna be as high as Jagger and Clay's score, but for someone with as little experience as Travis has, he's gonna be stoked on making this run.
And now Alana Smith, she has tried the backflip 3 times in a row.
She seems really relaxed considering she's gonna be flying upside down in just a few seconds.
Rolling the dice, she currently has a 45.67. I'm nervous watching her come down. Here we go.
I would love to see her make this trick. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, too bad.
Our only female competitor out here. That is just so inspiring. That is really hard just to try that trick. And her back foot was just sliding out of position. That's the one thing that she's been struggling with that trick. Clay knows there's a chance of rain tomorrow, so he's gonna wanna put down a really solid run so he's up there in the rankings in case the finals do get rained out.
And if for some reason, if that does happen, you're looking at the final right now, but it's all weather predicting. Here we go.
Indy 360. Indy 720, I'm sorry, but that was 3 times in a row for Clay.
And again, the 722 full rotations over a 30-foot gap.
And that's a matter of just when your body's spinning that much, it's just hard to get your body to stop spinning. This is a guy I completely expected to be in the final. This is a shock to see him at the bottom of the leaderboard. He needs this run right now. There's the body varial to start. Heel flip body varial, and he made it! That was a clutch performance right there by Edgar Pereira. Body varial 360, and then a heel flip body varial. That was a huge trick on the quarter pipe. That is coming through when it counts.
We'll see the score in just a second. Here we go, Jagger Eaton.
See if Jagger goes for the backside 180 again.
Oh, I don't know how he held on.
There's the switch mute air, and he made it.
As he makes it, Pereira goes right to the top with a 79.33. And what a way to end.
Backside 180 still lands a little bit high, but he was able to hold on. And this is a switch mute air. This is so technically difficult. Landed that one perfect. That is really hard and technical, but he didn't go as high as Clay or Edgar did, so I'm really curious to see how the judges scored Jagger's last run.
And 5 skaters have gone. Edgar Pereira with a 79.33, Clay Criner with a 73 even. So how about it? Will those scores be enough? We'll find out soon enough as Heat 2 is coming your way.
Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega. Let's take a look at the action from Heat 2.
Here we go.
See the big E on the back of his shirt?
Yeah, here we go.
Watch this trick that he's doing on the quarter pipe in just a second. Oh, just coming off on the 360. This guy has been throwing down 900s in practice.
That's crazy.
Justin Rivera, mute 360, super stylish right there. And that is a huge melon 540. He barely squeaked that landing out. The hand drag might look stylish, but he was just trying to hold on. This is a massive backside grab 540. That is about 12 feet out.
Here we go with Idolo Penarubia. Justin Rivera just went and he got a 65. Idolo Penarubia is now dropping in.
Mute 360, same trick as Justin, last skater. Taking the foot off on the 540. It looked like he kicked his foot off both sides. That was a judo and frigid. When you're 15 feet in the air, you got time to do all kinds of variations in the air. There's the mute 360, and then grabbing the nose on the 540. Watch the front foot come off. One way, and then
oh
extended.
My goodness. Jet Eaton getting ready to drop in here on his first run. And Penarubia now has moved into first with a 69.
Older, the Eaton brothers, frontside 360 by Jet Eaton, going for mute 540, and he makes it. Heat 2 is throwing it down.
Pretty crazy by Jet Eaton coming out nailing his trick. Here we go, talk us through it.
You know, I'm stoked to see Jet out here. For those of you that don't know, Jet had a pretty serious head injury a couple years ago.
We've seen 3 outstanding runs in a row. And we'll see if that momentum continues with Ronnie Gomes. As Ronnie looks on, you'll also see him in the vert competition. Very solid skater.
You know, the long sleeves are just when you land and slide out. This skate light burns when you're going that fast.
That's right.
Ollie 360 without grabbing and a tail grab 540. That's going to be a good score for Ronnie Gomes. We've seen a lot of guys start out with the 360 mute grab. When you see right here, Ronnie not grabbing the board, that is going to be extra points for the judges.
Here's a look at the overall standings right now, combining the two heats as we get ready for heat number 2, run number 2. But Edgar Pereira with a 79.33. Of course, he is our leader.
More action from the Kia World Extreme Games after the break. Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega.
Now we go into Justin Rivera.
Justin trying to up the difficulty, rolling in backwards. That's a fakey 540 he was going for over the gap. Justin had a really solid first run, so he's trying to step it up. Just rolling down that thing backwards is so hard.
Italo Penarubia had the best score when he went in this heat, and that was a 69. And right now he's in second place. Gomes is in first with a 73.67.
That is a kickflip stalefish 360, and he made it. That is gonna be a huge score. Kickflip stalefish 360 over the gap. There is nobody else in this contest doing that trick. This guy is normally, you know, struggles with some consistency, and he's not even thought about falling off his skateboard this contest. Look at the extension on that 1 foot nose grab 540. That was an amazing run. Look how stoked he is.
83.67 for Penarubia. Jet Eaton just fell on his second run, so Penarubia has the best score right now with an 83.67. Ronnie Gomes did the ollie 360 to the tail grab 540 on his first run with a 73.67.
Looked like Ronnie was going for a heel flip frontside 360, turning frontside off the kicker ramp, a little bit more difficult than backside. So Ronnie also has a solid run in the bag, so he's trying to up his score and solidify that finals position. Like we mentioned, we've got another solid Brazilian in the next heat, Marcelo Bastos. But right now, we got a little dude that's gonna try and throw down a huge 900 on the quarter pipe. If Evan Doherty is able to make this trick, this could be huge right here. Setting up.
You got a little speed wobble there.
2.5 spins. Oh! Again, he had that landing and just took it on the hip right there. That is fully committed to 2.5 spins right there, Evan Doherty.
It's going to be interesting to see if Evan goes for that trick a third time in a row. He's so close.
I think he's so close, he has to.
Justin Rivera getting ready for his third run of the day. He currently has a 65. He's going to need a better run to get in the top 10. Here we go.
Rolling in backwards again. Looks like he's going for that fakey 540. Not able to get the board into his hand off the takeoff.
The current leader is going now, Italo Penarubia, with an 83.67.
He's just gonna play around and try something really, really hard. There's the kickflip stale 360. He made it again. Varial 540. Italo is on fire right now. This guy was not on our list of threats for the win, but after watching the last couple runs, he's gonna be a factor in this.
Pretty amazing. He just didn't have enough coming down. Knows where to fall and when to fall. Jet Eaton, still looking for a really good score. He's got a 62.67. He got that on his first run.
Jet's rolling in backwards also. Whoa, a little bit sketchy on that roll in. That was a scary, scary position he was in right there. I love this discipline. I love watching it. But we got the best seat in the house. Ronnie Gomes, frontside heel flip 360. He was so close that time. He's trying to up that score of a 73.67.
That's the same thing he fell on his second run, Neil, and just couldn't swing it around.
Yeah, that's just a really difficult trick off the takeoff. And looked like he had that one.
He had it too.
Looked like the rotation just maybe barely came up short.
Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega.
So here we go with the young man they call Big E.
It's really important how he lands his setup over the gap. There's the 360. Looks like he's got a solid setup this time. 2.5 spins.
Oh! Evan does the 900 attempt again in his next run, but here, where did this go wrong?
Looked like he was so close, and that back foot just came off right when he put the board down.
Neil, you mentioned he grabbed that right knee a little bit. We'll see if that plays a factor. Here we go. Justin Rivera on his 4th run.
There it is. He got the grab on the fakie 540, but just the landing just barely escaped him. From judging from Italo's last run, looks like he's going to go for that kickflip stalefish 360 and then maybe a varial 540 on the quarter pipe, which would up his score even more. Oh, finally got away from the kickflip stalefish 360.
So he could be very comfortable right now, though, with that 83.67. Jets Eaton on deck right now, Neil, and again, his best run came from his first run. It was 62.67.
Frontside 360 looked like he's trying to do a hand flip, trying to flip the board with his hand, which probably isn't going to score as well as maybe a kickflip or a heel flip would, but still trying to add some difficulty from the run that he made.
Ronnie Gomes on his 4th run now. His best run came off his first run, a 73.67. Here he goes.
Coming up just short again on the heel flip frontside 360.
Not a whole lot of guys in the world doing this event, and these 15 out here today. Penarubia, 83.67. Here we go.
It'd be great to see little Evan Doherty land this 900. This is his last chance.
Here we go.
And that is a perfect 900. And look how stoked and relieved he is.
I love that. How about it? He went for it 4 consecutive times, and he nailed it on his 4th try.
Take a bow, little man. That is the first 900 we have seen at the Kia World Extreme Games. That's a huge trick, but he did a pretty simple setup trick right here. So it's one pretty easy trick and then one huge trick that he landed that 900 perfect, but it's gonna be really interesting to see how the judges score this.
Evan Doherty goes to 2nd place with a 76.
Oh my gosh, that could have been a massive slam. Justin Rivera got out of that one really clean that time.
So he has fallen on that 4 consecutive times.
This was a scary looking fall right here. Italo has nothing to lose. He's at the top of the lineup right now. There's the kickflip 360. Looked like he was a little bit late in getting that grab.
Just didn't bring it all the way. He had it though, didn't he?
He had it, but it looked like the grab just came a little bit late, so he wasn't able to get the feet and the board in the right position.
So here we go with Jet Eaton, and Jet currently in the bottom of this heat with a 62.67, but this kid can change it right here.
Wow, looked like he was trying a frontside 720. I've never seen anyone do that on the MiniMega.
The 5th and final run of heat number 2. Ronnie Gomes is currently 4th overall, and here he goes, dropping in with a 73.67.
He really wanted to put that down to make himself safe in that top 10 for tomorrow. I think he's gonna be pretty good, but you never know it.
And of course, when you look at Italo Penarubia, he leads all scorers with an 83.67. Pereira with a 79.33, and the 900 gets Evan into 3rd place with that 76.
We'll have Heat 3 action after the break here at the Kia World Extreme Games. Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega. Let's take a look at the action from Heat 3.
Marcelo Bastos is our first skater to go as he drops in, and a nice 360 to start.
Mute 360 over the gap, and the Indy 540 just getting away from him. Mitchie has taken this seriously. He's always been one of the top competitors in this mini-mega contest. He wants to be in that final tomorrow. 360 ollie without the grab, and that's a burial 540. He's gonna be in the finals. It's as easy as that for Mitchie Brusco.
He nails it, and there he cranks out a smile. His mom's here watching him as well. And that will be good enough.
That might have looked easy, but
wow,
both of these tricks are really, really hard. Perfect landing. That was textbook Mitchie Brusco.
So Jono Schwann is getting ready to go, and you see Brusco with a 76.67.
Jono's got some really unique tricks. Watch what he's trying right here. Fakey 540 upside down, and he made it. How did he make that? Body burial 540. He was hanging on for dear life all the way across the flat bottom.
And you mentioned it, there's
Watch
so many
this.
skaters. Here we go.
That's a fakey 540 corked out, and he almost over-rotated completely upside down. You can't believe how sketchy that was. That score is still gonna be enough to get him in the top 10. With skateboarding competition, a lot of it is mental, and Andy is so good at that.
Jono Schwann's currently in first place with a 79.67. Andy Mack, no footer. Shaking it up.
We call that the saran wrap, where you take your front foot and wrap it around the board. Jump ramp tricks. 360 judo right there.
So he goes in with a nice clean run. A lot going on in the air. He makes it look easy.
Yeah. Trey Wood knows that he's got to up his game to hold on to that first place from last year. Solid backflip Trey Wood and a perfect McTwist. That's the e-ticket pass to the finals for tomorrow. That's just good strategy. You want to make sure that you're going to be in the finals tomorrow. You're going to want to get a good solid score under your belt. Then you're going to be able to take a little bit more risk, try and up your score, and really try and bump yourself up that ranking, especially since there's a chance of weather tomorrow. This could be the final result if it rains tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega.
So here we go for heat number 3, run 2 of 5 runs, and Marcelo Bastos didn't make his first run, Neil.
Solid 360 over the gap. There's the Indy 540. That was a huge one. Solid run by Marcelo Bastos.
And we'll see if that will be enough to get his score in the high 70s.
And the crazy thing about that, that's gonna bump Andy McDonald from the top 10 at the moment. Andy's gonna have to up that difficulty to stay in a finals position.
That gap, I've stood up there, that's insane.
Yeah, and it's funny because there's a net in the gap, and that's really just to catch flying skateboards. That's not gonna support a human.
Yeah.
So that is
you better make it over.
That is a scary gap. Looks like Mitchie's setting his foot up. Looks like he's trying to flip his board. That's a kickflip 360. And going for a kickflip 540, you could tell at the top of the roll-in, he just slid his foot into a kickflip position. I knew he was gonna try and flip that board off the takeoff. Last year at this contest, he landed on it, but unfortunately just went off the side of the ramp, and he was that close to knocking Trey Wood off the top spot.
Here we go with Jono Schwann, your current leader in this heat with a 79.67.
Much cleaner landing this time, much more speed. That's a 900, Jono. Wow. That would be a huge score to do that fakie 540 corked out to a 900. Marcelo bumped Andy McDonald out of the top 10, so he's gonna have to up his game to get back in a qualifying position.
Here he goes, a little sketchy going into that.
Burial lean 180 into a 720.
Oh.
That was huge. That's what he's gonna have to do to get back in the top 10. I wonder if Trey's gonna try and spin off this launch ramp right here to up the difficulty. There it is, that's a 720. Perfect landing. Look at the style in the back leg.
Woo!
Super solid. He has such a smooth style. Watch the stylish back leg. He lands with a squat, but it's just, even when he sketches out, it just looks cool. Perfect giant upside down McTwist, tucking both knees. Smooth as butter. That's the defending champ right there.
Andy McDonald not currently in the final. He's out of the top 10, just barely. But he'll have 3 more runs to go if Marcelo Bastos will drop in on his 3rd run.
The question is, who's he gonna bump out?
Bastos loses his board over.
Marcelo Bastos definitely trying to up the difficulty.
And here we go with Mitchie Brusco. Fell on the kickflip 540 on the quarter pipe. Here he goes over the 30-foot gap.
Wow, how did he make that? The foot set up again. Kickflip 540, perfect. That is the run that he was trying in the finals last year. Wasn't able to put it together. That's gonna be a huge score for Mitchie Brusco.
Here we go, over the big gap.
Kickflip melon 360, sets his feet up. Watch the technique after he lands. He has to set his feet up again to do another kickflip. And it is hard to set your feet up when you're going 20 miles an hour across the flat bottom going to an 18-foot tall quarter pipe. Look at that, 85.3.
Yeah.
First place currently, Jono Schwann.
So he's currently in first place overall. And so that again shakes up the leaderboard.
I love that Andy really enjoys learning about the places that he gets to travel.
Here we go, he fell on the 720.
Oh. Looked like he just under-rotated, landed sideways, and wasn't able to slide it around.
Trey Wood, he currently has a 78, so if this was to end right now, he would win a bronze medal. Actually, I can't say that for sure because we don't have the top 10 up there. Right now, he is in 3rd in this heat, run number 3.
Looks like
so here we go.
Trey's coming in backwards. This is the first time I've seen him try that. I think Trey already had a solid run in the bag, so he was maybe experimenting with some new tricks.
Welcome back to the Kia World Extreme Games. This is Skateboard MiniMega.
Marcelo Bastos, here we go. And he's not gonna pull it off.
Well, he knows he's really got to up the difficulty. Mitchie and Jono Schwann are gonna be battling for that top qualifying position. You know what? I think he already made the run that he set out to do. Right now, looked like he was going for the burial. Kickflip burial 360. Looks like he got the grab, just wasn't able to get fully rotated to put the board under his feet.
So now we get set for the young man from Colorado, 18-year-old Jono Schwann.
Jono upside down.
Oh, his right foot, his front foot came off.
That was a huge slam right there.
Wow.
We're gonna have to see a replay on that, but that was a really heavy slam. Watch his board over-rotate, twisted up on his feet.
Andy McDonald, he is not in the top 10 right now. Neely has a 65.33. We know Andy's better than that.
Yeah, and if he makes this run he's been trying, that's gonna bump Marcelo Bastos going for a 720 on the quarter pipe.
Oh, nailed it.
Is a veteran move right there. He's gonna have one more shot to bump his way back in.
Andy just breathes a sigh of relief as he comes away on the quarter pipe with a 720, and that will change up the top 10. Trey, of course, he fell coming in backwards on the
I see him standing
deck.
up there rolling. He decided that wasn't too fun. Looks like he's gonna roll in forwards. See if he tries that Indy 720 again.
So Andy McDonald will make the final, unless Marcelo comes back and somebody else comes back with a better score.
Yeah. This is the last chance. It's going to be either Jagger Eaton or Marcelo Bastos in the finals tomorrow. Marcelo Bastos is the only one that can change it. Kickflip grab over the gap. Huge Indy 540, and now it's up to the judges. That is going to be really close. I feel like that's almost a toss-up. Marcelo didn't make it easy on the judges, I'll tell you that.
Here we go. We'll start off with Mitchie Brusco in his 5th run.
Jagger Eaton is going to be in the finals tomorrow, and Marcelo Bastos hit the showers, buddy. I'm just excited to see Jono Schwann at the top of the ramp. After that slam he took on run number 4, that was a really heavy slam, and he is still going for that run. Fakie to forward 540.
So his best score is a 79.67. Neil, he just didn't pull it here. Big smile from Andy McDonald. This will be his 5th and final run of heat number 3.
Yeah, he is just relieved that he made this last run. Right now, he's just going for bonus points.
Well, there's a 720 that he does not pull off. His best score of 78 right now. He's just a little ticks away from Andy McDonald in this heat.
Looks like Trey setting his foot up for a kickflip trick. You can tell when he starts that roll in. Kickflip mute 360. Looked like the wind got a hold of it before his hand got a hold of it.
Due to bad weather, the results from the qualifiers would make up the final standings, with Mitchell Brusco scoring 85.33 in first, Italo Penarrubia scoring 83.67 to take second, and Jono Schwann taking the final podium position with 79.67. Check out KiaWorldExtremeGames.com for more information on the Kia World Extreme Games. For Neil Hendricks, Paul Higgins, and myself, Paula, goodbye, and see you next time for more action.